Buenos dias, estudiante.
Bonjour, étudiant. Today is a B-Day and it's Friday.
Please stand and recite the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reminder, people who want to try out for this year's 3 middle school Odyssey of the Mind teams need to attend our sessions on both Thursday and Friday, the 21st and 22nd. Report to the iReady lab after school. See you then.
For lunch today is grilled cheese with tomato soup, baby fresh carrots, and assorted fruit.
For sports today, there's a girls' volleyball game, and on Saturday there's a football game, a JV football game at Livonia.
Community Service Club will have its first meeting on Monday, September 18th after school in Mrs. Carter's room. Everyone is welcome. Any questions, please see Mrs. Carter or Mrs. Pease.
The girls' volleyball team has their first home game today at 4:30. Come support the girls in their first home game of the year.
Health 8 students, please bring your headphones to class with you Thursday and Friday.
The Page Turners meeting has been rescheduled to Tuesday. Page Turner's meeting will be Tuesday in Mr. Truce's room. All who love to read are welcome. Hope to see you there.
Hey, do you like to invent, create, and think out of the box? Then Odyssey of the Mind may be just for you. We are forming 3 teams once again this year. Our only informational meeting will be this coming Thursday, September 14th, right after school in the iReady lab. All 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students are invited to come check this out. See you Thursday.
Yo, it's time to start thinking about getting the dust off of snowboards and skis. Ski club meeting in iReady lab this coming Tuesday after school. Be there. Newcomers welcome. Girls Intramurals begins Monday after school. See Mrs. Bosch for permission slip.
We have 2 special announcements.
Last night, the girls' modified soccer team had our first home game of the season. We had 3 goals by Kylie Buckley, 1 goal by Kirsten Love, 1 goal by Caitlin Buckley, and 1 goal by Isabel Vinci. While goals are lots of fun, we had 3 amazing assists by Isabel Dennis, Kirsten Love, and Jillian Johnston. A few other players who had a great game were Anna Sanquino, Serena Adamson, Kylie Waters, and Emma Provanage. Great job, ladies. Come support us at our next home game on Thursday against Wayland Cohocton.
Morning, everybody. Had a little problem back here this morning. Okay, a couple things. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So please sit back in your chair and listen up because we have a couple of real big announcements right now. First of all, for grade 6 and for grade 7, Earl Week starts this Saturday, tomorrow. Okay, we are going to have you start reading and booking your steps. That's 15 minutes apiece for grade 6 and grade 7 this weekend. Keep track of it in your planner. We are getting your notebook set up. We are getting your logs all set up, and we're making our final plan to have everybody re-leveled. So we want you to start right now, and these steps are going to count for you. So the idea is to get 2 steps on the weekend and 4 steps a day. If you're sitting around and it's raining, get 6 steps in a day. Get it done, okay? If you read, you can learn. If you can't read, it makes learning very difficult. So if you're a great reader, awesome, keep going. And if you're a struggling reader, much like I was when I was in middle school, just keep at it. A little bit at a time, read something that's at your level. There'll be books here available in the library this afternoon that you can grab. Or if you're already reading something at home, and if it's Bassmaster Magazine and you're a kid who hates reading and that's what you're going to read, get your 15, get your 30, 45, or 1 hour. Get those steps in there, okay? That's the first announcement. More news on that will happen next week. We will be doing our official kickoff on the 25th, which is a Monday, a week from this next Monday. That's when our official kickoff. So this is sort of like legal cheating right now. Get those steps in the book. Second thing, I made a comment to the whole school. And to many people, it's turned out to be a joke. And I have to tell you, it really breaks my heart. And the comment was, hey, we don't do that here. Because whether you want to understand this or believe it or not, bullying takes place in every school and in every business and in every community every day in America. And then if you are the person, and we all are at one point in time, on the other end of that hurtful comment, if someone actually in a group stood there and said, hey, we don't do that here, that would be the most supportive thing you could say to somebody. Now it's been turned into a joke with some kids who are just saying it to be funny. And what's going to happen, as sure as my name is Mr. D, before you graduate, you will be on the end of that comment that's hurtful. And then maybe then you will understand how hurtful it is to be picked on and how helpful it is if someone stood up and said, hey, we don't do that here. So if you don't want to be involved, that's your choice. But don't make a joke out of something that we're trying to help kids with. Because there's a lot of kids in every school, every day, who come here who are nervous or who are frightened or who have a pit in their stomach because they're not excited about someone saying some kind of a rude comment. And although on television, there's those laugh tracks after someone on one of those sitcoms tells a joke, it's exactly what it is a laugh track. They had to record that and play it because it's not funny, it's hurtful. And our society today is telling us that that's funny. But when you receive that comment, it sure isn't funny. It sure hurts. So if you don't have anything nice to say, close your mouth. That's what my mother used to tell me. Like I told you guys before, she used to say something a little bit different. But I really want you to understand, if you're not going to be helpful, at least don't be hurtful. But I encourage you to be helpful. Okay? Last thing is the PM process. You belong to the Livonia Middle School academics from 2:15 to 2:45. That means you don't go up in your coach's room up in the high school and sit there and eat bonbons. You don't go hang out in the counseling center at the high school and eat bonbons. That means you're going to be here doing your homework. If it's with a teacher and you're doing your homework and that teacher's classroom happens to be in the high school, awesome. But you have responsibility to do work until 2:45. That doesn't mean we change into our soccer shorts or our football pads. No. At 2:45, that's when you're done. Okay? And then if you're staying with a teacher until 2:55, great. Sit back and relax a little bit. You still have plenty of time for practice and to be ready for practice. For those of you who are going to say, yeah, but we have to leave sometimes early for a game, I get it. And your coach will let us know, and we'll call you down early. Okay? But we have got to understand that we are here for one reason first, and that is taking care of each other, reading, writing, and arithmetic. And then we get to do the activities. Those are privileges. Okay? And the saddest thing for me is to tell a kid who's an E-cubed kid or someone who's playing a sport or someone in the play that you can't participate because you're failing. I hate that. Don't make me do that, please. Please get your work done. There's teachers here every single day except for one day a month. It's our Wednesday staff meeting. Every other day, you're available to get help. That's all I have. I love you guys. Thank you for a great start of the school year. We're done with week 2. It's week 1.5, but still counts as week 2. I hope you're safe over the weekend. Whatever you're doing, please make sure you remember you're representing Livonia Middle School. We care about you deeply, and that's it. That's all for now. I'm going to try to walk away from here without knocking any more books over so that these guys come back on and wish you well. Come on in, ladies.
Have a TGIF Friday, middle school.